Get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius! Lucius! No!
1 killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises' Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You were always there for me, Lucius. From the very beginning. I'm gonna miss you.
He was a good man. To lose him like this, it's hard to bear. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing, but this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Riddler will pay for what he's done. I swear to you. I will make him suffer.
Maybe it's what's called for, given the circumstances. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain when my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left.
What were you guys working on that could have caused that?
It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
Why, Bruce?
What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Yeah, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the...
Hey, how about giving Tiffany some space? Huh?
Bruce! Hey, buddy! It's good to see you.
Come on, man. She's been through a lot.
You're absolutely right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see? People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn, which ones not to cross.
It's the best place for you. I'm sure they take you back.
Oh no, Bruce. Didn't you know? I'm cured. Dr. Leland said so herself. Cross my heart. Off the meds and everything.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you?
Just sit down.
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. You know, you might have been a little reluctant at the time, but if it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Arkham. Sleeping off your meds in the rec room with Zaz.
I've been struck.
You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
Throughout these stories, his kindness.
I never made that promise.
I got into a lot of trouble for what we did, Bruce. You saw that place, saw those doctors.
A vital link in our chain has left us. Matthew tells us, blessed
You see,
are those...
I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
Many of you have shared your...
You will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
Oh, I was so hoping you'd say that. We are going to have so much fun. I knew this would work out. This here between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment. What? The guys will be so excited. Now, what filter should I use?
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
I'm sorry. I got so caught up in it all, I completely forgot.
The best part of Lucius.
I just know you're gonna hit it off with the guys.
Continue to shine.
I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy.
Stories about Lucius.
Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
His hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I already said I'd meet your friends, John. Now tell me what you know.
Jeez. Well, if it means that much to you. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Do not get involved.
When this clearly means so much to you. No. Don't you worry about a thing. I'll take care of this. Just meet my friends later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail. Enjoying the view?
Hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing. And I mean nothing to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me. And I don't think she's good for Gotham.
We all need to draw a line somewhere. It's what separates us from the scum we're trying to catch.
I'm glad to hear you say that. The thing with Waller is her line's real blurry. Sometimes you can't see it at all. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
I don't want Waller involved. You and I can handle Riddler, just like it's always been.
Glad to see we're on the same page. We gotta watch out for her. She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority. I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll grab a car and meet you at Riddler's hideout. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come us.
No one's home.
I kept Waller and her agency people out of the loop on this. It's just the two of us.
We can handle this without her.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn. Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Vain, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you. Give me a good, honest crack house any day.
pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. One shoe is missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't, so he threw off his shoe.
Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here. Maury. He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Maury for a while now. She must have known. What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky they'll kill each other.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
had the agent bound while he beat him.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in. The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Maybe you'd like to go in and solve it yourself.
No, go ahead. I wouldn't want to steal your thunder. Heat's rising, Batman.
Wrong way! That's what that agent did. You gotta crisp up real good, you don't get a move on.
I can almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a phase with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Turn yourself in while you still have the chance.
Don't say stupid things, okay? Not when you've just started earning my respect. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything. Even the things you'd rather not.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
Don't you dare put your crimes on me.
Come on, Batman. I gave the puzzle to you, didn't I? It's not my fault you couldn't solve it. Look at Gordon. He doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost, isn't it? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
I'd tell you if I could, Jim.
Now it's like that, huh?
As I said, if I could.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Jim, what you're asking, there's no easy way to talk about it.
Yeah, I gathered that much. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. And as much as I understand your reluctance to talk, it doesn't make me feel any better about this. Batman, I'll be waiting to hear from you.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
You're right. Jim's a fine detective. It's no surprise he's getting close to the truth.
We'll have to be on our guard. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God, you did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
We can't indulge in despair, Alfred. We simply don't have time for it.
Yes, you're right, of course, Bruce. I'm sorry. Between the Lady Arkam affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, this war of ours is taking its toll. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. Broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Actually, Al, I'm gonna do this part on my own. Why don't you get us some tea while we work?
Well, if you insist, Bruce.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. and then match up the points found in both sound files. The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked on a Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have a signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Roomy Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
I'll talk to Eli. It'll be nice to catch up. Tell Waller I'm on my way.